Hi guys, welcome to another episode of The Beautiful You Show. So today I wanted to come on here and share with you my mindfulness area. A couple weeks ago I did a video on the who, what, when, where, why of mindfulness. And I think I've shared with you that since January 1st, I have been practicing mindfulness daily and doing daily meditations. So usually I try to do it in the morning. So what I like to do is I like to get up, I like to get ready, and then I will come and I will sit on this chair, but usually the chair that I'm sitting on is turned that way and it faces my little mindfulness area. And if you can see, I have a ceramic plate there. It says thankful. I have a ceramic elephant because I love elephants and it brings the element of nature. I have that tree over there, and that tree is a light up tree. It's a LED tree. And then if you can see over here, there's candles. So I like to, and then back there, if you can see back there, I have just a little ceramic, like a angel type of figurine. Right up here, as I'm blocking my face, right up here is my vision board, and right here, that's a little blessings. It's written in I think that's Chinese. I think it's Chinese, but it translates to blessings, and it says, just for today, do not anger, do not, let me make sure. Let me look at that. Just for today, do not anger, do not worry, be humble, be honest in your work, and be compassionate to yourself and to others. And also, when I practice mindfulness, I like to wear my necklace, and here in my necklace, if I can bring it closer, sorry, it's a little shaky. This is my first time I'm holding one of those selfie sticks and trying to film, and here I have crystals. I had this custom made. The Etsy site is called Perpetual Alchemy. It's a really nice site. She does these little, I don't know, what do you call them, jars, and she fills them with different crystals. This one I requested from her, so I asked her to put crystals that the energy resonated with compassion, reverence, love, and I think it was grounded. So this I like to use when I'm doing my mindfulness, and throughout the day also I wear it, and when I wear it, it just helps me to it just reminds me to be compassionate. And I like that because even though I practice mindfulness, I still am a human being, and I still experience emotions like frustration, irritability, sometimes anger, although I don't anger as much not as much, but I don't, it takes a lot to get me angry, but I do experience frustration, irritation, and so it just helps to serve as a reminder to be more compassionate to myself and to others, and to just to be more aware of when I'm being judgmental. So what I like to do is I like to get up in the morning, I like to take a shower, get ready for the day, and then I will come and I will sit and I will choose, and I'll show you on my phone, I will choose, if you can see here, it has the different apps, and right here is my insight timer. Sorry, it's blurry, but I'll come on here and I will choose a meditation. Why is it blurry? Oh, there. And so I will just choose a daily meditation, or it says meditations, where the hands are folded. And then it also lets you, I am not associated with the Insight Timer. I just really, really, really appreciate this app. It's free. And so if you can see over here, you can choose the time. And so I usually choose either 6 to 10 or 11 to 15. And there is a multitude of different meditations that you can use. Gratefulness, love, peace, understanding, compassion, um, energize, chakras. There's a whole bunch of them. And so I choose a different meditation and then I practice breathing. Usually all usually a lot of or almost all the meditations focuses around breathing, and so it really wants you to be more aware of breathing in and breathing out. And that's just as simple with mindfulness. Mindfulness is just non-judgmental noticing. It's focusing on your breathing. It is being aware of your thoughts that you are having and being aware of your experiences that feelings that you're experiencing. And it's not about judging them. It's not about saying these thoughts are wrong or right or trying to suppress or stop them. It's about being aware of having the thoughts that you're having. And it's also about being more present. It's about being more aware of the feelings that you're experiencing. So if you notice that you are having feelings of frustration or anger, it's to do inquiry like, oh, I'm noticing I'm having these feelings. Where is it coming from? Is there something that triggered it? Is there something, that happened during the day that maybe I didn't investigate and that's why I'm having these feelings of irritability or frustration and sometimes it's also to let us know that when we're in certain situations or around certain people, we might experience certain feelings. So mindfulness helps you with being aware. So when I practice mindfulness, or I try to practice mindfulness throughout the day, but the daily practice of meditating helps me to be mindful. It helps create a pause between the thoughts that I'm having and then me acting on my feelings or any behaviors. And so sometimes I'm really good at it. Sometimes I am way more aware, and sometimes I'm not. I'm still, even though I've been meditating since the beginning of this year, I'm still a novice. I'm still practicing. I'm still learning. It's just like any other muscle. You really gotta work at it in order for it to be strengthened, in order for it to be a muscle you can see results with. And so I I have noticed a difference with being a practicing meditation and practicing mindfulness, but I also noticed that it's something that I want to always continue. I want to, from now on, meditate for the rest of my life. And sometimes I meditate for 2 to 3 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes. And sometimes I meditate longer. It just depends on how much time I have in the morning or how much time I can make in the morning, and whether or not I get up earlier or not. And what I also like to do with meditating, I also like to journal right after. There is a book called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. I've only read a part of it, but in her book, she talks about it's a book for creatives, for people that are, and everybody's creative. So people that are artists, people that paint, people that draw, people that write. So she encourages everyone to do, they call them morning pages. And so what you're supposed to do with that is just get all the thoughts that you're having out on paper, and it helps your creativity flow. It helps with writer's block. And so what I started doing is I meditate and then I journal right after. And what I found is that that also helps me to better process thoughts or emotions or feelings or anxiety or anything that is making me feel like in a funk. So I've noticed that's been way more helpful. I don't always get to journal, but that's usually my goal. I always want to journal. So this is my little meditation mindfulness corner. Um, Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to do more videos like this with talking about mindfulness because it is such a simple and easy thing to do, but it adds so much value. Like, it just makes things better. It just creates a bigger space between having a thought or experiencing a feeling and then acting on it or not acting on it. And it helps to take uh, something that or a feeling that you might be reactive and create a response instead. So it adds a buffer. And I really like that. So I thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I can answer them. And that's it. Beauty is all around you, but it also starts inside of you. You know, if you can recognize the beauty in yourself, I think it's easier to recognize the beauty outside. Or once you recognize the beauty within yourself, everything outside looks even better. But thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys next week.